Cabra is a rural town in Córdoba province, Andalusia, Spain. It lies along the route between Cordoba and Málaga in the south of Spain. It is an entrance point to the Parque Natural de las Sierras Subbeticas. Although the main activity in Cabra is primary industry, it is noted as a source of red polished limestone. As a settlement, Cabra has existed over centuries, under many different rulers. In 2005, the municipality had a population of 20,940, most of whom lived in Cabra Township. Geography: Cabra is located in the province of Córdoba in the autonomous community of Andalusia in southern Spain. The municipality's mean altitude is 452 meters and it covers 229 square kilometers. It has a population density of 91.4 inhabitants per square kilometer. The geographical mean coordinates are 37.467 degrees north, 4.450 degrees west, 37.467 minus 4.450, 72 kilometers from the province's capital, Córdoba. The municipality hosts a nature reserve, the Parque Natural de las Sierras Subbeticas. Around Cabra, there are 8 smaller villages, including Garena, Las Huertas Barges and La Bonita. The area is known for its stone, called Mármol Roja de Cabra. It is not a marble but a pink to red limestone capable of high polish. Etymology: in Spanish, the word cabra means goat. History: the city of Cabra has been settled since Paleolithic times. The Turdetani, the Andalusian descendants of Tartessus, lived in the area. As part of the Tartessoan kingdom and during Carthaginian and Roman times, Cabra was a market town. Licobrim: in the Roman era, the town was called Licobrim. In the 3rd century BC, Licobrim was involved in an uprising against the Roman Empire. Livy regarded Licobrim as a well-furnished and well-defended fort. The Roman general Gaius Flaminius besieged and conquered Licobrim. Its commander, Corobilo, was imprisoned. This is recorded in Livius ab urbi condita a nutrac Hispania no res prosperi geste name c. Flaminius opidum Licobrim unitum opulum tamque uinis expunoete nobilum regulum Corobilonum uum sepit. And in the successful operations in both Spanish provinces this year, the town, Licobrim, was taken by storm. Gaius Flaminius, then fated, took several vineyards as spoil, and the nobleman, Corobilo, was taken prisoner. Pliny the Elder and Strabo referred to the many people and marvels of knowledge and wealth in Licobrim. The Greeks may have built a grand temple dedicated to the goddess Tyche, which was then adopted by the Romans for the goddess Fortuna. In addition, there was a temple dedicated to the Greek god Apollo. Cabra was the site of an aqueduct 5 miles in length, which was constructed by Marco Cornelio Nervano Bebbio Balbo, the provincial flamen and Roman prefect of the College of Engineers of Licobrim. At the source of the river Cabra, there is a reproduction of a plaque dedicated to this aqueduct. On the 17th of March 45 BC, the Battle of Munda took place near Licobrim. This was the last battle of the Second Civil War of the Republic of Rome between Julius Caesar and the Optimate supporters of Pompey. Licobrim was under the jurisdiction of the Astigatano convent, one of the 4 Roman provinces of Andalusia. Christianity: in the 4th century AD, Licobrim received Christianity and became an episcopal center. In the 600s, Sinagio, who assisted the Concilio Ilibriatano of the 3rd Reconcile of Toledo, Deodato, Baccander, Gratino, and Constantino, lived there. The Church of San Juan Bautista del Cerro was the central church and may have been constructed on the Roman Fortuna Temple. Visigoths. After the fall of the Roman Empire, the town, renamed Cabra, became a center of Visigoth power for the surrounding area. It was a bishopric between the 6th and 8th centuries. It spanned the area from Lipara in the north to Benameji or Antiqua in the south, and to Point Agenil in the west. Islam. After the Muslim conquest, the town was named Cabra and became the capital of the surrounding area, Córdoba. Bishops such as Ricaredo and Riculfo preserved the Christian faith perhaps up to the invasion of the Almohads. In 889 AD, Christians in Moorish Spain, including Cabra, under Samuel rebelled against Muslim rule. Samuel regained control of Spain as far as Córdoba. He was defeated at Poli. Samuel and his son ruled the land from Bobastro until Abderrahman III forced them into exile in 928. Battle of Cabra. In 1031, the Caliphate of Córdoba fell. Cabra came under the control of Granada. Under Alfonso VI, Granada and Seville were feudatories of Castile. In 1079, the Battle of Cabra took place. Rodrigo Diaz de Viva, with the Castilian troops of Alfonso VI, fought on the side of the Sevillian king Al-Mu'tamid ibn Abad against Granada. El Cid conquered the ruler of Granada Abdullah and his ally Garcia Ordonez. El Cid fell out of favor with Alfonso VI. Almoravids, Abdullah of Granada, together with the rulers of Seville and Badajoz, pressed for the end of the pariahs and requested the aid of the Almoravids. The North Africans entered the Iberian Peninsula in 1086, defeating Alfonso VI in the Battle of Sagrajas near Badajoz. Cabra was conquered by the Almoravids in 1090. Around 1124, King Alfonso I of Aragon attacked Andalusia, crossing Alcala la Real, Luque, Barrena, Ecija, Cabra and Lucena. On 10 March 1126, in Arnisol, Alfonso I of Aragon conquered Abu Bakr, son of the Emir Ali ibn Yusuf. Christians living in Andalus who did not flee to Aragon were punished severely in reprisals and deported to Morocco. In 1148, the region was invaded by the North African Almohads. Medieval era. In 1217, Fernando III inherited the kingdom of Castile from his mother, Doña Berenguela, and in 1230, the kingdom of Leon from his father, Alfonso IX. In 1240, Fernando III peacefully reconquered Cabra, where the inhabitants shared his customs and religion. Fernando III increased Cabra's area to include the majority of Andalusia, which was under the control of his stepbrother, Rodrigo Alfonso de Leon. The parliaments of Leon and Castile merged under the reign of Fernando III, marking the rise of the crown of Castile. Leon, Toledo, Jan, parts of Andalusia, and the conquered Arab dominions became the Kingdom of Castile. For the Order of Calatrava, the control of Cabra passed through a number of lords. In 1333, Cabra was besieged by the King of Granada, who, after knocking down the castle and its walls, imprisoned the population. Between 1342 and 1344, after his rescue of Cabra, Alfonso XI ordered that the master of Cabra repopulate the area. In 1344, the land of Cabra was given to Lady Eleanor de Guzman. Alfonso XI's edict read, to ennoble the village of Cabra which belongs to Doña Leonor, in order to better populate, and gave Cabra additional franchises and liberties, among which was the granting of Córdoba jurisdiction and exemptions from the Martinique tax. Eleanor de Guzman's son, Enrique II of Castile, was born in Cabra, and was baptized king in the church of San Juan Bautista del Cerro. In 1380, the title Count of Cabra was inherited by his son, Enrique de Castilla y Sousa. After this Count of Cabra's death, the title reverted to the crown. In 1439, the King Juan II of Castile appointed Don Diego Fernández de Córdoba and Montemayor the Lord of Cabra, and in 1455, Enrique IV of Castile was appointed Count of Cabra. During this time, there was frequent infighting between the feudal lords of the Kingdom of Castile. For example, Don Diego Fernández de Córdoba and Montemayor captured his cousin, Don Gonzalo Fernández de Córdoba and Aguilar, and imprisoned him in Cabra Castle. Don Gonzalo was released in 1476 through the intercession of Ferdinand and Isabella. In 1483, at the Battle of Martin González, the second Count of Cabra, Don Diego Fernández de Córdoba and Carrillo de Albornoz, defeated the last king of Granada, Boabdil el Chico, who was then imprisoned in Cabra Castle. Ferdinand and Isabella allowed those who had supported them in this battle to add an image which depicted a chained King Boabdil el Chico to their shields. In 1522, a Brotherhood of the True Cross, a formal religious order whose tradition was the practice of self-flagellation, formed in Cabra. Spanish Civil War. On 7 November 1938, during the Spanish Civil War, Cabra was bombed by Republican planes. Cabra was not a strategic objective as the front lines were at a distance. The official figures were 101 dead and over 200 injured. Economy. Cabra main industry is agriculture. Up to 45% of the population work in and over 85% of the land is involved in primary industry. Cabra's key products are olives, olive oil, grapes, and wine. The industrial sector occupies approximately 30% of the population and produces textiles, fabricated metal, and furniture. The remainder of the Cabran population is employed in service industries and tourism. A regional hospital serves the southern part of the Cabra province. Don Luis Aguilar y Eslava donated property to allow the foundation of the Royal College of the Immaculate Conception of Cabra. Over time, this school of humanities, now called IES Aguilar y Eslava, has grown in importance as a place of learning in Andalusia. Governance. In the 2004 Spanish general election, the Partido Socialista Obrero Español received 49.05% of the vote in Cabra, the Partido Popular 29.04%, the Partido Andalusista 14.07% and Izquierda Unida 5.17%. From 2007 to 2011, the mayor of Cabra was Maria Dolores Villatoro Carnero of the Partido Socialista Obrero Español. Carnero's party governed in coalition with Izquierda Unida. Her party had 6 municipal councillors in the town's Ayuntamiento. The Partido Andalusista had 6, Izquierda Unida 5, and the Partido Popular 4. In 2011, Fernando Priego Chacon of the Partido Popular became the mayor of Cabra. Places of interest. Church of the Asunción, a Baroque church at the hilltop square with a Rococo south door and 42 marble columns. Medieval castle tower, now part of a school building. Birthplace of Juan Valera, author. Birthplace of Muqaddam of Cabra, also written Muqaddam ibn Mu'affa, Muqaddam of Cabra and Muqaddam bin Mu'affa, an early 10th century poet of Mufassar Havas and composer of early Spanish music. Church of San Juan Bautista, a Visigoth church of 590 AD. Quarries near Cabra produced marble stone for Córdoba in the times of the Visigoths and the Muslims. Cavern of Cabra, a geological feature near the town, referred to in various literary works. Los dos triunfos de los dos apóstoles, Juan de Padilla, El Diablo Coelho, Luis Velez de Guevara, and El Celoso Extremo, Cervantes. Castillo de los Condes.